Semi-final in Richard Lillo, Templeton, California, 12 flat dial-in. Specialty Gear and Trans of Tascadero, 64 Ranchero with a 5-liter small block, 12 flat. Alan Schoonmaker from Madera, the Chevy Monza with a small block, Dallas 1202. And Alan, I don't know if he's in the running for the points championship, but he is the 2011 Sportsman champion. Can Schoonmaker get around, down, and run the final in Sportsman, or will it be Lillo? It's going to be Lillo. Schoonmaker breaks out 11.99.4, and Lillo runs a 12.020. Good for the win light for Lillo. And Schoonmaker, I don't know, they're counting points back at ANRA, and I don't know who's got what. Tom Featherston, the Tascadero, 66 Mustang with the 5-liter, and the 79 Mustang with the 5-liter. That one belongs to Jeff Folan. Folan coming from Mission Hills, and Featherston coming from a Tascadero. Is it going to be it's going to be a Mustang that wins this deal. It'll be an all-Ford final either way, and it'll be Jeff Folan running RL Lillo as Featherston goes red and breaks out on top end. So it'll be Folan and Lillo in the final. NE3. Spencer Ralloway, happy birthday. Lindsay Lister, the reigning points champion and perennial I'm going to beat you, though she got beat by Craig Wallace last time, out of San Pedro. And Mike Brock from up at Tehachapi, and this would be a first-time win for the Rockwell Time Fiat, I do believe. This is your NE3 final. Lindsay Lister in the Automobile Club lane. Mike Brock over here in the Budweiser lane. Wow, did you accidentally pick up a generator? Out, up, Brock gets the win. 961.9. Lindsay a 67 light. Mike Brock a 002. A 61.9 beats a 62.4. Mike Brock is your ANRA final winner, and Lindsay Lister is your runner-up. Did somebody by accident, let's call it an accident, take a generator out of the pit area of the House of Mouse? If you did, we'll say you needed it for something, just please return it. We don't care about anything. Please return the generator that disappeared. All finalists, come on back. Gary Hastings, Jeff Beck gives it up to Hastings. There's a real bunch partying down there. The Hastings, boy, they run long, they run hard. They've been here forever. Gary gets the win on a red ball. Runs a 56 out of 60, but we don't care. Jeff Beck, Megan Anita got revenge. Beck took her out, and Hastings is your E-Gas champion at the ANRA final. Open wheel final between Sappington and Burgess. Semi. All righty, so Sappington in that Overland, because it goes over land, and the Burgess, and then they're going to run my buddy Turley So Dage Burgess, Little Rock. California in the 29, Essex here in the Tower Lane. Dick Sappington, Los Angeles. In the 24 Overland deal, 225 cubic inches. I think it's mainly Buick 6. The Essex got a 350 Chevy in it. There goes Dick. Here comes Burgess. And Sappington might make it to a final. We'll see when they get up to the big end. No. Burgess runs 10:33 with a 6. Sappington a 14:70 on the 42. So Roger Turley. Hey, Ray. Roger's going to be in the final of open wheel. So your boy made it to the finish. He's got a single from Wales, Utah. The E.T. Genie car backs up. Will he take? Nah, he did a burnout, so he'll actually make the run to come back and run Burgess in the Essex. Roger Turley. And then he gets out of it and goes up the top end. NE2 final right here. Ryan Teets. The Lucas Oil Bantam Roadster. And Rick Nordness. Rick Nordness, Springville. And Ryan's 34 years old, sponsored by Lucas Oil. And Rick Nordness out of Springville is 18 years old, sponsored by Mom and Dad. Woody Gilmore chassis, Ford Nordness, a truly nostalgia old car with a small block 410. Brand new 32 Bantam Roadster deal for Ryan Teets over in the Automobile Club lane. 860 the index. The two younger men in the group are running, and Dragster Draft Crider's got $180 for whichever one of them is the winner, along with some ANRA money and pictures and all that good stuff. Apparently Dwight Garland, but I don't know if they're cinched or not, but the whole Helter Skelter bunch is up here watching. Nordness has done this before, so has Teets. Not a first-timer for either one. Thousandths of a second between them on the starting line. It could go either way. Top end winner on a double breakout. Ryan Teets with a 57.0. Rick Nordness an 8:55.7. Teets had a 46 light. Nordness had a 40. Margin of victory, 0.0133 for Ryan Teets as the Riverside folks, Lucas Oil sponsored car, go up the top end. 6 thou off the tree, and 2 hun, less than 2 hun at the light. And Teets gets the win, and Nordness is your runner-up. Tim Gorman, yeah, he's still in. He's taking on Tom Mullen. This is a semifinal in Hot Rod. One of them is going to get to run. Yeah. The winner of the Chevy Ford matchup, Tom Mullen, Central Coast Auto House, and the handicapable Mustang, and Tim Gorman. Chevy El Camino 64 from Bakersfield, 72 and 59 dollars. It's Gorman going to the final. Megan Anita is about thrilled. Mom's thrilled. Everybody else is thrilled. Tom Mullen goes a long way to that semifinal round. Ryan Purdy out of Chino in that 70 Nova, $355 at 10.11, and Kevin Homart in the Going Show 70 Camaro, $427 at 9.11, and they're going to come back and run Tim Gorman. chase Ryan down at the stripe? We'll know in just a second. The answer is Gorman will run Ryan Purdy in the final as Purdy runs a nice 10-11-1. And that is your basic, 45 package? Kevin Homart breaks out with a 906 on an 11 dial. Semi-final in D-Gas. Rick Gibbs, Bakersfield, Barnes Custom Engines. That was Jimmy's car with a big block 460 over in the Automobile Club lane. Brandon Clark, Engine Dynamics. Newhall, 68 Mimi Plymouth Roadrunner. 1060 the index, so whoever runs the number closest gets to take on the 69 Firebird. Well, sir, they hook up the top lane. I kind of think the wind light's going to go. Oh my gosh, Brendan Clark, a 134 light beats an 029 light. As Brendan stays in it, the 19-year-old knows what his car can run. He runs a 1060 with a 7, takes the win, and beats Rick Gibbs, who had a 29 light, almost a 10th better off the tree, and he squanders it at the top end and gives it up. They're going to get to meet Larry Valerio in the 69 Firebird. Valerio wastes no time, 74 light. Again, we ask all winners, all winners, all winners. Come on back. 1050 with a 1, so Valerio knows what he's doing. All winners now, all winners, come on back. This is our semifinal in C-Gas. The pair is Scott Morgan and Tom King Oil Tools Fowler from over on the coast. All right, Tom Fowler eating the highs. All right, so Fowler is going to race Morgan. And one of them is going to have to take on the, I do believe, Heritage Series C-Gas champion Mike Williams. Fowler, King Oil Tools out of Paso Robles, California, 70.5 Camaro. And Scotty Morgan at 67 Camaro with 434 cubic inches. Close enough to predict anything. Morgan and Fowler top end, win line double breakout. A 9:59.9 for Morgan takes the win. A 9:59.1 for Fowler puts him third man, odd man out. So Morgan will race Williams in the C-Gas final, of which we request a return as soon as possible. Mike Williams, 15 light. Mike Williams, 9:59.9 on the top end. So Morgan and Williams will come back in the C-Gas final. All winners. I'm thinking this is our B-Gas final with Tim Scott out of Porterville and Doug Arizia out of Santa Paula. Scott has won many events, so has Doug. You usually don't get here unless you got a couple under your belt. So Doug, Santa Paula, the 69 Camaro with 565 cubic inches. Tim Scott, Porterville, with the new Nova here in 2013. Used to be Spanky Machine and Scott Concrete. Junior Dragster, that Junior Dragster Bracket 3 final, would you please come to the bottom of the tower? Junior Dragster Bracket 3 final to the bottom of the tower, please. So Scott Concrete out of Porterville, Doug Arizia, Santa Paula. The Chevy 267, I do believe, it doesn't have Super Sport bright work on it, so I won't call it one. And the 69 Chevy Camaro of Arizia. And Scott. Wow. Way tight. Thousands on the tree. Final winner is, look at that, Tim Scott in the new Nova. An 861.1 off a 21 light, beats an 862.7 off a 14 light for Ariza. 0093, 93 10,000ths, the margin of victory for Tim Scott from Porterville. Doug Ariza, he's been there before, runner-up. Congratulations. Please come back for a winner circle photo now. This is our final in Sportsman. Richard Lillo, Templeton, California. Specialty Gear and Trans of Atascadero, the 64 Ranchero, 302 cubic inches. Yeah, this is that Ford final. Jeff Fullen from Mission Hills. So, Mid-Coast and South Coast, 79 Mustang, out Mission Hills, the Valley. It's the 302 Fords, one in the 64 Ranchero body, that's Lillo. And Fallen, Mission Hills in the Mustang. A 13 for Fallen, a 12 flat dial for Lillo. Thousands off the tree at the stripe, your Sportsman champion. And a double breakout, Jeff Fallen. Mission Hills, 1321 with a 5 on a 1325 dial. Lillo runs an 1195.9 on a 12 dial. Margin of victory on this deal, 67 10,000ths. And Fallen is your winner. Lillo, your runner-up. This would be the D-Gas final. Brendan Clark, just 19 years old, in the Engine Dynamic 68 Plymouth. Meep Roadrunner over in the Automobile Club lane. And Larry Valerio, Sherman Oaks, California, in the 69 Firebird, 455 cubic inches here in the Automobile Club lane. The young man took out a tough hitter. Brendan Clark knows what his car can run. So does Larry. A good final. They're all good finals here, and this one is the D-Gas final. see which way this deal goes. Is it the 19-year-old or the I don't know how old? It's the I don't know. Valerio, a nice 74 light, runs 10.62 with an O, takes the win. Brendan Clark, little late, 106, runs 10.59.9, a thou off. And Larry Valerio wins the D-Gas ANRA final by .0115. Brandon Clark, the Engine Dynamics Plymouth Roadrunner, is your runner-up. Hey, Ray Turley. Rogers in the final from Wales, Utah. That E.T. Genie car, 351 Ford Power. Dials 1025 over in the Automobile Club lane. Dave Burgess has won open wheel many times in this Essex. He dials 1030. So, Ray, your boy needs to beat this old Essex deal to take the win. Oh, and Roger takes the win in open wheel. Way cool. Turley, who beat the heck out of Truly yesterday, drove the car today to a win. 11:21 with a 6. Doesn't make any difference. And I'm sure that Roger Turley is having a great time. Run the ET Genie, all that kind of stuff. Burgess has been there before, gives it up. 067 Red Bull. We're going to finish our bracket 3 final in Junior Dragsters here directly. Tanner Poe. Now, Cade Poe's already won one. Tanner Poe from Los Alamitos. He's over in the Automobile Club lane in the 2011 Motivational. Austin Ball, Rancho Cucamonga, is over here in the Tower Lane in the 04 Motivational. An 807 dial for Tanner, a 796 dial for Justin Ball. And this is your Junior 3 final. Ronnie and Tammy come up to watch this deal. So, Tanner Poe in the Automobile Club lane. Justin Ball in the Tower lane. 796 dial for Ball and an 807 dial for Poe. Well, now, at the 8th mile, I'm going to tell you how it goes. The Poes take 2. Tanner and Cade win bracket 2 and bracket 3. A 28 light. Tanner runs an 07 on an 07. So that is basically a 28 package for Tanner Poe to take the win. Justin Ball, 71 light, runs an 800. And Tanner won it. Tanner takes it. Cade Poe takes the 2. Tanner takes the 3. And they're going to be partying in Los Alamitos tonight.